afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Buhari must reject call for banning of more consumption, ex-rep Farusi. FG faulted for dragging ASU to court. Terrorists hit Abuja community again, abduct 5 residents. And lastly, Fulani N8M invade 6 Benue villages, loot items. Now the news in detail. A former member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Bamidele Farusi, has advised President Muhammadu Buhari to reject calls for the outright banning of the consumption of cow leather, a delicacy called Commun, saying such policy will harm the southwest economy. The immediate past Ekiti State Commissioner for Public Utilities reminded that many Nigerians, particularly people of the southwest, didn't only consume the delicacy in large scale, but trade in it, and that such individuals will be sent off the employment market in brazen fashion if effected. In the same fashion, Bamidele warned that such a policy would deal a big blow on the popularity of the All Progressive Congress in the southwest, being the region known as a major consumer of the delicacy. The Director General, Nigerian Institute of Leather and Science Technology, NILEST, Zaria Mohammed Yakubu, recently made such proposal in Abuja, saying the policy would promote leather production as provided in the Agricultural Research Institute Act of 1975. But the former federal lawmaker who gave the advice in Ado-Ekiti on Saturday during an interview session with journalists on the issue warned that the proposed ban will throw many Nigerians back to the unemployment market. He said the unemployment will be caused through displacement of many traders out of their businesses and means of livelihood. Moving on to the next story on ASU. The student wing of the Coalition of Northern Groups, CNG Southwest, has faulted the federal government's litigation against the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. The government had instituted a legal process to force ASU members to reopen universities without arriving at a lasting resolutions. National Coordinator of CNJSW, Muse Gimba Bokunga, at a press conference yesterday in Abuja, said the group had initiated different means like reaching out to the Senate President and Speaker of House of Representatives on the matter, but to no avail. He called on the federal government to withdraw the litigation against ASU to allow for a quick intervention by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila. Bokumba also called on former heads of state and president to intervene, noting that the industrial action was taking a toll on students. He said it is on record that the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, has intervened, and discussion is ongoing between the FG and the national leadership of ASU to find common ground to reopen the ivory towers. Moving on to the next story in Abuja as regards attack. Terrorists have abducted 5 persons from Tekweshe Gotli community in Gotli ward of Abaji area, Council of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. According to Daily Trust, the gunmen had 2 weeks ago invaded Tekweshe community, killing 1 person and abducting others. More than 5 million naira was paid before the victims, including a former councillor, Mohammed Ibrahim Tanko, alongside 16 others, were set free last Friday. The bandits held down the village chief's son, Ibrahim Sarki, and demanded additional 8 million naira. Confirming the latest kidnap incident through telephone on Saturday, the incumbent councillor representing Gurdi Ward, Wotse Ishaya, said bandits blocked the road to Tekweshe Gurdi, where the residents were abducted. He said the abducted persons were returning from neighboring Tekweshe community on their back to Gurdi when they ran into the terrorists. Gun-wielding Fulani N8M have invaded Okim Baraya Safe Council ward of Benue State, chasing away the inhabitants, burning their houses and harvesting their crops and livestock. The sad event happened barely 4 days after armed N8M invaded Mchia and Mo communities in Logo local government area LGA of Benue State, where 14 persons were gruesomely murdered and rose to 30 others sustained serious injuries. The armed headers who reportedly besieged the communities on Friday morning to chase the people away were said to have stormed the communities later at night to also loot the property and valuables of the fleeing inhabitants. According to community leader in the area, Chief Joseph Anawa, who raised the alarm weekend, the sacked villages include Se Ikem, Se Itse Ijoho, Itse Iknyan, as well as Anawa and Mo settlement. Chief Anao said on Friday, September 23rd, 2022. In the daytime, Fulani N8M combined with Jukun military to drive away TV people of the Open community in Logo LGA from the farms and harvested their farm. On the night of the same day, they went to the community on destruction spree, burning and looting the properties of the commuters in the area. The affected communities are Anao Settlement, Sefe, and Tab, Ijoho, Ikian villages, and Mo Settlement, where they broke into people's houses. That concludes the national news from BGI TV. Before we go, some major headlines. Buhari must reject call for banning of more consumption, ex-rep Fakaruse said. FG faulted for dragging ASU to court. We also brought to you Fulani N8M invade 6 Benue villages, loot items. For more details of our information and broadcasting, you can link more on YouTube through our handle Gbagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Gbagede Imo _22. For other placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful weekend. I am Morire Rebila Lawal.